Hello everyone, so we're here playing the new ID Industrial Genomics against Noise. Really interesting matchup, I think. This hand lacks all ice. Despite this Jackson, which is pretty good to help us load our archives, I think this is a mull. This is not much better. We are actually playing 15 ice. So I expect to see more pretty fast. This is not great. Alright, there's nice. Okay. I guess I'm gonna throw out. I think the Caprice is too early for that. So yeah, this is almost like an RP Glacier deck, except probably worse. We are playing Shocks and Snares and CQs, and we're going to try to stick a Sundew and make it hard to trash with our ability, and also make the Ashing Caprice harder to trash. That's the basic concept. But first time playing it, I have no idea if it actually works yet for this purpose. Alright. Let's ice up a little bit. Don't have any money yet, which I'm not a huge fan of. My options are basically to try to get this Sundew online as early as possible, so I can search for Sundew. Scheherazade. Okay, so we're probably seeing a fairly basic noise shop style. Gorman Drip, not a commonly seen thing. Flip the Eli over. Yeah, we're gonna need. Oops. Yeah, we're gonna need something. Oh, there's another Sundew. Well, hi. Hi, little guy. Want a second Sundew? Or the pad? I almost want the pad. Yeah. We'll go pad. And we're gonna Ash on the Sundew. Just gonna let the Sundew do its thing. Nah, yeah, if he doesn't run there first action anyway. If he runs right away, he gets to pay 4 to kill Sundew, which I think favors us a little bit. If he doesn't, we'll get to trigger a Sundew, and then we can res the Ash if he comes up for it later. If we lose this, not a big deal. We'll shuffle it back in, or we'll use interns later. Lamprey, interesting. Wow, okay. Huh. Flip our pad over to avoid losing any credits, and then he won't get to do his gain credits either. But this is going to be an interesting matchup. I haven't seen this card in action yet. So we purge now. We're going to trash both of those. It's not that exciting, to be honest. Of course we don't. Yeah, let's just keep spending all our money all the time. We're gonna get credits and we can use them on Ash. Parasite the Eli, pretty predictable there. I can purge maybe later and also get some more time on this Eli. I think think that's probably fine. Any good draws for me right now? I could draw a hedge. Don't love letting this Gorman drip just do its thing. Okay, quandary is reasonable. Let's play the quandary here. See what he does. If lets the Sundew go, we can res the quandary and keep him out. Put it up top. We're really interested to see noise with some HQ pressure. The mills actually do help us a lot though, because we're going to get extra stuff in here. Okay, he's going to run. He's not going to run because it costs him 5 more to trash the Sundew. This is where this ID comes into play, and if he runs the archives, he has to kind of assume he's going to take some net damage. Flip the quandary, ETR. Oh, yep. Right. Okay, I thought he was not actually running. Do I have a pad dollar? Yeah. Derp derp. Alright. So we've resed our quandary. A little accounting failure there. I'm hoping we'll be pretty resilient to this by just having asset economy going on. Now he has to parasite this to really do much damage. Yeah, he gets to run there for free, which is probably okay. Future Proofs is pretty bad right now because we don't have any money. Alright, Sundew's good. Click, give him a Gorman drip dollar, but that's fine. We'll flip the Sundew. And now we're going to get at least one of our Sundew dollars. Letting us res the pad in our next turn. Sturgey's probably not the best ice, given that he has Parasite Recursion, but he has no breakers, so it might be okay. It might be worth paying 6 or even 7 just to do 3 net damage to him and knock out whatever he's relying on, because he has no draw economy right now. He's got no Quality Time or Earthrise or Wild Side, so his cards are fairly precious to him. If we even hit a Parasite or a Deja Vu, then we'll be quite far ahead. Surprisingly, this Archives is not dangerous to him at all. We don't have any money to make him take the CQ. That was weird. Didn't he already have... Oh, he trashed on purpose. Alright, whatever. Alright, anyway, the Sundew's went off. We'll res the pad, and we'll get some money. This Susan New is pretty fun, but probably not yet. Let's click a bunch of credits. I don't mind icing the Archives. Then you can't run there to flip over this and then trash the Sundew. Next turn I'll purge, which buys my Eli more time and gets rid of 2 of these viruses. Unless he just sells these things first, which he might. Yeah, he's going to sell it. I think that's fair. You just use them as economy things, and then maybe there's a couple dollars here and there of upside. The question is, what is he cutting to play that Exodier? I don't know how you say it. Exodier. I'm not sure. But these Sundews are out of control now, so we've completely done what our deck wanted to do, which is just stick Sundews and then have enough money to do whatever we want. Okay. So we're going to get pad money. Fantastic. We can start making a remote. Kaminu, probably not using this remote. We'll put our next economy card in there. But this Jackson's also very good. Sitting here to recover whatever we need to recover. I could do Susanu, Kaminu remote. And then rely on getting another Caprice or an Ash. Or I could use the Ash remote to push agendas out and trash the Sundew. But I think I want the Sundew. So let's make a remote that's... So we'll put this ice on our on HQ. I don't really want to get Lampreed at all. Put that there. That there. Might as well draw a Jackson. Okay, now we got a Caprice, so we can do a Caprice, Rigi, Susanu, or Lotus. Pretty good scoring remote. We're ready to do our business in the remote. He might just try to straight mill us out, but I think with the Jackson we'll be okay. Deja for some cheap viruses. That's fine. I don't even care about that. They're not cash, so they're a lot worse. Yeah, Parasite for the Quandary and a Garmin Drip. Okay. Would he Parasite this? Maybe he wants to save it. Anyway, the Sundew's fired. ID department, we probably don't need this game. Play Caprice. Play Lotus. And we probably don't want to draw too much. I think Susanu won't be needed here. We could play Susanu. Or just hold Susanu for now. I don't want to score this Fetal, but it's the one I have, so we're gonna probably score it. Or maybe you'll have some tricks to get in, like I don't know, Crips's Stim Hack or something like that. So now this Caprice costs 9 to trash or 8 to trash. That's pretty gross. Had we been playing RP at this point, this would have got trash for sure. Just gonna not run, I guess. But it's called Netrunner. You almost gotta run. He's not poking anywhere. Okay. Throws the Parasite down on this. Or no, maybe not. He's got too many cards in his hand. So I can double advance and play the Susnu somewhere. Mass install. Oh, that's spicy. Really interesting. Huh. Really interesting. It makes sense of the one-cost viruses. Let's double advance, and we could play Susanu here. Because it's going to whirl him into shock and 3 Shikyus, which is pretty decent for us. So we'll go Fetal and APD, and then probably Future Perfect. I'm sure we'll see one soon enough. They're in the deck. Whoops. Yeah, okay. He does do it. Sunu's out of control real fast. He's got to mill pretty hard to take out 17 plus these 3 before we're going to get him. Before we score out. Is he even playing icebreakers, or did he cut his icebreakers for those cheap viruses? I don't know. I feel like this is kind of his worst nightmare because he has to run archives at some point, but it's full of shocks and Shikyus. Oh, he does have Crypsis after all. Alright. Future Perfect goes into the archives now. But we do see another Jackson, which is worth its weight in gold. Score the Fetal, pass the turn. I think I will do NAPD next turn. Should be fine. He has enough money to run somewhere. We now have enough money for all of our ice, which is pretty cool. Mass install again on Scheherazade. He's milling pretty hard. Another shock goes in there. Yeah, he's just gonna erase us. Down to 12. He's just gonna erase us. Philotic. That's, I think, not good. Well, it's not the worst. And if he plays like all his cards for some reason, we just kill him. Probably doesn't happen, but it's at least one fewer advancement than in this NAPD contract. Inject, gets an Earth, or gets a Hades shard. Oh. Yeah, before his next action, I have to use this. Unless he just plays Hades shard, hard casting it. Put the Future Perfect, the Jackson. And probably another. Actually, probably a shock and go back in. If he might run an R&D at some point. So he has that shard. We know this. He's going to access our entire archives not too long from now. We need future perfect sooner rather than later, because I don't want to have to score 4 agendas. We could have let him access it, and then we would have got into the sheet queues. That's, I don't know, maybe that would have been better. He has enough cards. I think we're not going to tag him with this. If I hit his shard, that'd be amazing. Oh! Oh my god, that's so funny. We did hit his shard, 1 in 5, just pip, and there it goes. So are we... We need that agenda. That's not it. How's he doing for cards over there? He's got 19, so he has plenty of viruses to mill us to death. But it's going to be too slow to score. And 2 more NAPDs. Auto scripter. Hey, doing it in his style. I like it. That's how he gets the speed to actually mill it before I score. Really interesting. See, these are too slow. Like, I actually can't do these. I need to find feature perfect. Yeah, this is what we got. We're going to do the Ash Caprice remote here and win in 2 turns and hope he can't interact with us in any meaningful way. Can he install 8 viruses in 2 turns? No, actually needs 11 because of the Jackson. No, we should be fine. I haven't even fired the Sundew for a long time. I think I just have enough money. But I wish it was automated because it's tricky when they could or could not run. You have to wait to find out. Inject gets only... Okay. He's going deep in his stack. He doesn't have a lot left. I think you need to find mass install there. I mean, you can play sucker and get a click back. That's still pretty nice. But it's not what he wanted. The Grimoire is basically dead right now. His Earthrise will tick down. I wonder if he'll get all the cards or if he'll just sell it to pawn shop. Probably he needs as many cards as he wants right now. Sorry, he needs as many cards as he can find right now. Yeah, Deja for more viruses. It's so funny that we hit his shard with the Velotic. Snare goes in there, gets an action back. It's a good thing we didn't purge. That would have cost us way too much time. So right now I'm playing 2 future perfects, but I think 3 is probably right. Wild Side, it's way too late for that, buddy. You have 6 cards in your stack. I guess, yeah. Not good for him, really. Ice. I mean, he has to run Archives, right, to win, but I don't think he doesn't get him there. He's not going to go through both of those. No, if anything, we just need to ice. The Archive's a little bit extra. I don't think he's going to run, though. I think he's just going to wait. Try to mill us to death. So, where's our 3rd Jackson? Is it already in here? No, it's still in the deck. That's good for us. we just win next turn, unless he has something crazy. Plays the Grimoire. Is that worth it? Is that worth anything right now? I mean, if he mass installs, what does that get him? I do like the mass install bursty nature. What I don't like is it kind of non-bow with Cyber Feeder in that usually you want to install every turn and use these credits, but if you save and then do a big install, you probably can't use all of them properly. Ooh. In this case, he kind of didn't get to get everything free, but he has enough money anyway. Maybe it works out fine for him. This is doing some work for him. Definitely worth installing for him. So Jackson's still in the deck, but it probably doesn't matter because we just win if he doesn't get this in the next 2 clicks. And I don't think that he can. If these had come out earlier, maybe he could have killed our Sundus. Would have went better for him. We're actually pretty safe from all that he can do. Like, he doesn't have the breakers to go through this Susanu and this Eli. If he had this out earlier, he could have maybe run the HQ a bit and poked at us to try to either get agendas or trash our cards. But I don't know. If this had come out earlier too, it would have helped him. I don't know if the kind of non-interactive noise mill is there yet, because he didn't quite kill us, and we did help by drawing extra cards at Jackson. Yeah, so is he gonna try, or are you just gonna, yeah, okay, levy, interesting. That's probably not needed. I guess if he has Wildside out, if he has Pawn Shop out, a lot of static pieces he could have. A little bit of viruses for the rest of the game, but I don't think the game goes that long. Should have at least tried to go here. So the deck did perform, but this is kind of a typical matchup. Try it a few more times and see what it does in a more conventional game. Thanks for watching.